welcome to Adult Conversation Radio Show right here on Beltway Radio and Beyond. We're late. I apologize. I gotta move. I'll move it back some more too, so I can get. I'll move it when every. See, it's gonna fall again. We're losing personal body parts. Things are falling off of us, but we'll be okay. So you just rang it twice. Yeah, you did literally put that over there because he can have that later. We have to get started. We're a little bit late, but we've got some great guests in the studio tonight, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because I didn't have time to do a big intro. So, ladies first, because I'm excited that she's here. So, welcome.
You're gonna make me blush.
You are blushing.
I turn all the colors. I am Ivory Valentine.
Pull that up just a little bit, not too much. Just pull the whole thing towards you. I don't want to miss anything you say.
Get closer. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I am Ivory Valentine. S mentioned me a few videos ago. And I am rather well known on the East Coast in the swinger and kink environment. I'm a party promoter and just an overall really fun party girl.
Right. And this is not our first time together.
No.
Yeah, we've been together many times.
That
sounded. I know it sounded exactly as you all wanted to sound. So you kind of got your wish. So, and what would you like? Would you like to introduce yourself? Even though you've been here a few times as well.
Yes. I'm S. I'm a friend of both of these ladies.
But we met through Ivory though. Actually,
we did indeed meet through Ivory.
Even though he had seen me on Facebook before.
Yeah, I
You're
saw
that
her.
sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he saw me on your other show.
Right.
And was like, I want to meet her.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is so interesting. You said you were going to be on.
Yeah.
All that, so I tuned in. I liked the show. Tuned in a number of times after that,
And then I showed up at her house.
Yeah,
and the rest is here we are.
I told her, this is such a great show. I'd like to meet her. I'd love to meet her. She seems
cool.
Really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
And she was like, yeah, definitely. That could happen. That could happen. And then I came to your housewarming, and
They both came to my
interestingly,
housewarming.
I was thinking, I wonder who I'd like to run into here because I know I'll see people I know and people I don't even expect to be there. It'll be somebody I'll be surprised one way or the other. So I was like, I wonder who I'd like to meet when I was on the way there, and then.
Voila.
There she was.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The first time
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I was excited. We stayed at your house for a long time.
Yeah. That made me
I met the
very
whole
happy.
family.
Your
Met
man
my
also,
mom,
was
met my
nice. You got him nice.
I know. Why was I
Bunch of
thinking
friends.
when I got in the shower on my way here, rushing like I'm thinking of like 90 things, and I was like, oh, I have to tell your mother I took that job because we were literally talking about which job I was going to take for so long. And it was kind of funny. She'd probably be like, who? You remember? Yeah.
But it was nice. We spent it went just as I wanted it to go. I was like, I'm going to spend the whole day there. And
we had a good time.
Spent some quality time. And we did. Exactly that. We spent, that's like past midnight even,
Yeah. I don't remember what time we left, but it was definitely
I remember.
late.
You left 12:30ish.
Oh, okay. Damn, you was clocking me like that?
No,
I'm just messing. Damn. Oh, shit, Sunshine leaving. Let me look as she go. No, I'm just teasing. No, it was fun. I'm just teasing. No, people were coming when we were leaving, so that's why I lost sense of time.
It just kept going.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I had lunch, then I had dinner, then I had a snack.
Yeah, we spent the whole day literally.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Nice.
I must say, it's nice to see how many friends you've kept hold of in your career and the alternative lifestyle in general, because I find that I've let a lot of people go.
I let a lot of people go.
Yeah, I know. But you've done a good job of staying up with the people who matter, and I kind of I just don't have time. I mean, of course, if certain people hit me up, like if we talk, it's like we talk all the time. We're busy people.
Right.
But then you do a good job of keeping the right quality of people on your A-list. Let me put it like that. Even if you don't talk to them for a while. And I used to be able to do that, but then it got over. I think my travel fucked that up a lot. Because then I got an A-list in different states, and it's very hard to keep everything together.
So I started to bring my crew with me to the festivals and Burning Man events that I attend, and one of them legit said to me the first time she went with me like 2 years ago, oh, this is what you're doing when you go MIA.
Oh, that's
So,
funny.
yeah, when I ghost y'all, it's for a reason. I'm
Right,
getting my
right,
me
right.
time, and I'll come back in a week or so.
Right, exactly.
When do you remember when we met? Or how long ago it's been since we've known each other?
Oh, God, I think I quit over 2 years ago, and then I think it was, what, five years ago?
Exactly. It was 2018.
You have a good memory.
Yeah.
That's
It was
impressive.
January 2018. Yeah.
That's very
First time
impressive.
I met you the first time.
You're a young man though. I'm old. I have to go back and dictate. I'd be like, wait, is that the number I was thinking? So yeah, you got a good memory though. No, you left at 12:30 and we met in 2018. Like he is on it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your. We're so. I want us to be close, but I don't want to fall out the chair either though. Well, that's cool. Well, as I said, I had a long. Well, every day is a long day these days. And actually, like ironically, I would have been better prepared. My daughter's spouse's car was stolen yesterday in Greenbelt.
Oh, my God.
So that shit was just like, that was late yesterday afternoon, like just getting home from work, and then the chaos started. So I didn't even get well rested dealing with, the stress of that, because they just got married and they just moved and got a new place, and now they have 2 cars, of course, but then one of the cars got stolen. So I'm now also an insurance agent because, I had a car stolen when I was like 20, but it was before my kids were born. They're 30, so shit's changed. But apparently, there's a group of people that steal the Hyundai. What is the Hyundais and the Kias, Mr. Walker? The Hyundais and the Kias are the targets.
Yes.
Yeah, she drives the Hyundai. So
My friend got her car stolen recently.
Yeah.
Where she lived.
You gotta.
They're easy to steal.
You gotta take them to your car dealership. There's a recall on them. I'm just saying.
Well, that
Because of
shit gone. That shit is gone. So yeah, that shit is gone. But it's been having a car, and this is off topic, but having a car stolen, especially when it helps you with your livelihood, like that's just some dirty shit. And even though it wasn't mine, well, believe me, you steal my shit, I got low jack now. I'm coming right to your motherfucking ass wherever you may be. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look on the app, be like, where you at with my car, bitch? It's gonna be quick, I promise you. And I'm bringing the police with me and I don't even like to be a snitch, so I should come bust you and then call. But anyway, yeah, there definitely things have changed, but it's unfortunate. It's also unfortunate to me, and as a grown up now, why you take things from people. Like, we all work hard to acquire the things we have to survive. Mm-hmm. So you should just feel like a fucked up, shitty person when you're out stealing things from people.
Is it a bunch of kids just?
Oh no, they call them. They're a group. I don't want to give them. I'll give you their name off air because I don't want to give them any. Notoriety.
Joyride.
No, there's a group of people. Like 80 cars were stolen, like in a very small, and thousands of those 2 types of cars this year. It's only August, so yeah. Anyway, stay away from the Hyundais and Kias.
And the Oldsmobile 98, don't do it because I know exactly how to tell anyone.
You know how to get that one? Oh my gosh. So anyway, it also shows you how you have this big fucking plan of how fun something's gonna be, and you got your I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna talk about. I had all this big plan, and it all went to shit because then I didn't have time to do the other things. So I made it fucking easy, and I was like, oh my gosh, like Ivory's coming. What can we talk about? Oh fuck it, we're gonna just talk about sex, baby. Yeah, I was like, that's easy. Yeah, because I was about to do sex in all different ways, like big ass, little X. So I just said I'll just keep it the same. So the first thing I wanted to start with is, we talked about this a little while ago. Do you prefer sex or fucking, and are they different to you?
I watched a little bit of that.
Oh, you did? Oh, you pre-gamed. Yeah. What's your preference?
Making love.
Oh, yeah, it is making. I didn't even add that for you. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's when you have that cosmic love making where you feel like you're floating in outer space, or you feel like you're on ecstasy and you're not.
Right.
That's the best.
Yeah.
All the rest is just fluff.
So you like that really close connection?
Oh yeah, intensity.
Okay. So your what would your order be of the 3? If you had to call them, well, I wanted to know how you define them first.
That's fair.
Yeah, because if you define them, then you can give me the order. Because I know you have a thought.
So number 1 is definitely intense lovemaking with high passion and like really strong connection.
And orgasmic pleasure, out of body.
Jesus,
Got
yes,
it.
Exactly. Out of body
Out of body.
Girl, you know exactly what
I definitely know. I definitely know.
That's called Zen sex, by the way. I think we've had this conversation in the past. And then there's good sex, good quality sex, where you're paying attention to each other's bodies. It's fun. It's exciting. But there's
So you would call that sex?
Just sex.
Okay.
Right. And then there's fucking, which can come in different ways. It could be hot animalistic fucking, or it could be mechanical.
Like mechanical bull, or
yeah, where you're really not into it.
oh
you're just,
no,
like,
no, we don't do
riding
that.
it out,
We don't do that. No, we end that. No, we not. That's not an option. No, we don't. We don't do that. That's ridiculous. That's a waste of time in life.
I mean,
Gotta have
depending on
spirit.
if you're getting a little
Gotta be
itch
spirited.
for some strange,
What's my new saying that I was gonna say about the? That must have been from a different lifetime, or I was like, that must have been from a different lifetime, because that's not this one. I'm confused. Yeah. I'm gonna add. That's gonna be my answer for anything somebody says that I'm like, I don't know what you're talking.
Like sometimes I
about.
crave it because my background. I used to be a gang. I actually am sometimes still a gangbang girl, but like I don't do that awfully anymore. But I still get cravings where I want that empty sex. But I'm gonna tell you a fantasy I've been having. I get that. But I'm also in this romantic, like tender moment with my partner. So my mind and my heart are exactly where I want to be.
Oh, that's hot.
And I'm just being shared. Like that's the best of both worlds, for an occasional fun game.
Right. I kind of like the. You're the guest, so I need to let you go next. Thank you. That was very. Of course, I have comments, but I'm going to hold them. So, do you have a definition for each, or do you call them the same thing? And what's your order?
What is my order?
You had plenty of time to think while she was talking.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
have time
you
to
did.
think. I was thinking while you.
So you can tell us. You can tell us. Don't be shy.
My order.
Nobody, not that many people listening.
I would say.
We're not gonna judge you. Just say it.
I do like lovemaking.
Okay.
I do, but I like to have a bit of
Fucking?
everything in one event, so to speak.
I
Start with lovemaking and then finish fucking, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And you ain't just
ideal.
having sex to just be having sex. You have a goal.
Do I just have sex?
I said you're just not having sex to have sex. You have a goal. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least have a good exchange between both parties.
See, sex to me would be the mechanical one. Like it's what, married people do when they're not into anything alternative. It's just you have sex. It could be scheduled, every Wednesday we have sex. There is that part of the world that does exist.
Yeah.
So that's sex to me.
That's valuable.
Yeah. And then
maintenance sex.
right, you got it. I mean, I did it when I was married. It's a schedule, same. It was sex, but then I actually prefer fucking.
When in the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely prefer
you get your itches.
things a little bit more because I usually have an aggressive day.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to. I'd rather end the aggressiveness of my day through something that's gonna make me very non-aggressive, and then once I have an orgasm, I'm not aggressive anymore because then I'm dead. So, depending on the intensity. So now it's like woo-sawed me. Yeah. But like I couldn't imagine like after today, I don't want to go home and make love. I want to go home and fuck.
That's fair.
So that's
after days such as this, yeah.
Well, most days are like this. Yeah. I just don't. I'm just not with you guys, which that's a shame. But yeah, but there's still a level of stress, to every day. What about you, Game Master?
You already know my answer.
You want to make love. I know you. Right. Would you like to answer, Vagina Redesigner? I don't make a differentiation. Okay, so we would say fucking is your number. I mean, you call it that, so basically that's your number one. Thank you for sharing. All right, that was fun. You made me think of something else that I was going to say, and now it popped out of my head because I'll be listening so intensely with what y'all going to say. But, shit, I don't remember, so we'll move on to something else. So
you need this here.
What's that? Oh no, I don't want to write now. I've been writing. I've been typing literally all day.
Well,
I mean, I'll move on to the next thought so quickly, and I'm going from thought to thought to thought. So,
I've had days like that.
You do. You seem you seem
that word passed.
you
You didn't
seem
get that.
very calm most of the time. I'm not really a calm person. I elevated a pretty
He's
much higher level.
calm, but he has moments where his mind is like
Right. So he's thinking.
Focus.
Right. I can understand that. So of the things that you've done, what do
Completely
you
missed
what do you think your favorite thing is to do when it comes to sex? Now, this is not what you enjoy for someone else. This is what you enjoy for yourself, because there is a difference.
Okay, receiving end. Oh man. Probably fisting.
Fisting, okay. Would you do? And that leads me to the second part of that. Would you do to someone else anything that's done to you and vice versa, or do you have a one thing that you're like, I can receive this, but I'm not doing this to anyone else?
No, but I do have some things where you want it, but you can't do that to me. I'll do
So
it to
you would do it.
but you
Okay,
can't
so
do
you're
it to
more on
me.
your. I'll do it to you, but you're not. I'm not. You don't get to do that to me. Okay,
Yeah.
I can understand that. That's. Do you want to tell us one or two? If you don't have to, if you don't want to.
Let me think on it.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, I
don't
had a
wanna put you
partner
on the
joke
spot.
that it's like a long time partner that basically anything I would like doing to a woman, I don't like having done to me in general. So I was like, I thought about it. And I was like, I guess yeah. But
Can you expand on this?
Because what I was asking is, what is something that you like receiving, but you wouldn't do it to someone else?
Like
I started with the easier. The harder is the easy. I started with the harder. The easier is, what would you do to someone else that you wouldn't? Anybody can answer that.
it's a number of things. Like I like
Well,
kissing.
except
I
Ivory,
like
because
kissing.
she's so kinky.
I like kissing.
Very
She got to think about it.
I like kissing on the neck. I generally don't like my neck being kissed.
Oh, didn't we talk about nipples too?
Yeah, we did talk.
We did talk about
that.
nipples,
We must
yeah.
have. Yeah. I guess because that as well. I like kissing nipples and.
But you don't necessarily like your nipples. Have you tried it yet?
I've had it happen. I mean,
No, I'm saying
But-
since we talked, has it happened?
Oh, have I had somebody like play on my nipples?
Yeah.
When was this that we talked about? How long?
I don't
2
know
months?
that. I
Couple
barely
months
know
ago?
this morning.
No, I don't think so.
There's a lot
I don't
happened
think so.
today. You don't think so? Okay.
But I've had people play my nipples like a number of times to know that.
I was about to say, he should
it's
play
not-
with
it's
his
not-
nipples. Like, you don't like it. It's funny as shit.
I don't love it. I can, if you're really into it or whatever, I could,
Okay.
sit through it for a little bit.
Oh
But
shoot! I actually did. It's funny. I'm teasing you because I fucking hate for somebody to poke my nipples, and they're always hard. I hate that shit.
to poke them,
Because if my nipples are always hard. Everybody knows that my fucking nipples are always hard.
Okay.
It's a thing. It's many things that affect them. Yeah, I don't have to be cold. I could be hot and they'd be hard, or it could be something I've eaten, something I've drank. They're very, very, very sensitive. Material's a big thing too. If that's why a lot of times I have on something sheer, people be like, "Oh, I can see the nipples." Who gives a fuck? I mean, it's the nipples. I'm a
Welcome
nudist.
and
Like,
congratulations.
wow, well, yeah, go sport. You saw a nipple. Do you remember sucking one when you were born? I mean, it's just not a big thing to me. But I don't like them. I don't like them poked. I'm better with the whole breast being touched. So you can touch the nipple if you're touching the entire breast. But to just like poke a nipple, I don't like
You
it.
helped me so much.
Why you say that?
Now my brain is like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
true
you're
though.
using the pen.
So
yeah,
I have
you're
two-
listening
oh,
to
Okay,
the
I'm
pen.
glad you're using a pen.
Yeah.
So one thing that I don't like being done to me, but I will happily do to you, is play with your nipples. Please do not play with mine.
Oh, that's a good. See, you tell you're gonna take mine that I
you
gave
know I
to
used
you.
to like it. And I had
Oh,
a boob
really?
job,
That's what happened to me.
and now it's pins and needles.
Yeah, I can't do it.
No,
They're
please,
way
thank
too
you.
sensitive now.
Yes.
Did
This
you
one
have
doesn't
your
feel
area?
anything, it
Did your
just
were your
hurts.
areola? I hate this fucking word. Were your areolas removed? Did they have to remove them or no?
No, but I almost lost this nipple.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
some complications. So
I'm
this
sorry to
one's
hear
like
that.
super like off limits. You can play with my whole boobie, but yeah,
Don't zone in on
I-
the nipples.
When
on.
I fuck strangers,
Hey, we've all
At
fucked a few
parties or
strangers. No
whatever.
worries there. Truth be told, we always keep it real on Adult Conversation.
Oh, you put
I put pasties on them so they can't fuck
Oh, that's
with
an
them.
excellent idea.
And
I mean, people are gropers, though. I mean,
That's
if
fine, they can
if
grow
I
my
go to like
elbows.
an event, and it's one of the reasons why I step back. I mean, I could even be at a resort. And if it's a nude resort, a couple will come on and be like, oh, can we touch your breast? They both want to touch them.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. You can. That's fine. Just
But it's still at some point it's like, every time you walk someone, like, can I touch your titties? Can I touch your titties? It's like, what the fuck?
Me, it's my ass. They always want to grab my ass.
It is a big ass though. I mean, it's a
code.
big ass of a big ass.
So trust me, the three of us are no on nipples.
No,
no
we're
nipples.
all in
Yeah,
unison
no
on that.
nipples.
My next one,
One
the other
natural.
one, is toes.
It's one natural.
Oh, you don't like your toes
All
touched
three
either?
I understand the erogenous zone of the feet. I would love to lick on some feet and gently bite
You
the
would
arch.
lick
like,
feet?
I can do that.
Really?
Oh my God.
I taught an ex-girlfriend about that. Like, I love that. But
You got
do
it.
not fuck with my toes. It's like a camel licking up in between your toes. It's just gross. There's only one person that's ever been able to do that, and that's Sparrow.
So you don't like wet stuff on your feet. That's what it sounds like.
It's like slimy
Okay.
gross.
I don't like much of me licked, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't receive oral anymore because I just am not interested. It's just not important to me. And then I just don't like most of me licked.
So
I don't know. I don't know if it's a germ
sensory
thing
thing.
or I don't need it.
That's one of your opposing.
Yeah,
Things
I
you
mean,
like.
well,
You
I'm not
steal it
licking.
or
I'm
see
not
it
necessarily licking a motherfucker neither. So I mean, like, did somebody snort?
It's okay.
I
Do
think
it too.
I think it has a lot to do with my sensitivity. Well, first of all, I have very sensitive skin. And with I use a lot of moisturizer. I use a lot of lotions. So if you're licking me, you're gonna lick off what I put on to moisturize myself, and that shit's expensive. I mean, I buy the
know
good
that
shit.
It tastes bitter
Yeah,
or something. Or like
and
it
then
tastes
I don't
funny.
want like slob spots on me or something. I mean, I don't think I'd be fun to lick fresh out the shower. Because I'm gonna moisturize. Like, I don't think I'd be. You may want to lick me prior to getting in the shower, then I might taste better.
Okay.
So I'm dead. So I realized the other day my skin is very soft. Like I have really. Would you want to touch it? Yeah, sure. It's really soft. I have really soft. Go ahead. I'm serious. Like it's really soft skin. I realized the other day I cut the shit out of myself on a fucking trying to take the soap lid off. You add a little bit of water. I don't like the waste side. I mean, it was a metal rim. Like, I sliced my fucking finger. Like, I've got blood pouring down my finger. I cut myself on the coffee, the little Keurig that holds the tray. If I try to wash it, I cut myself. I said, my fucking skin is so sensitive, I can barely fucking touch anything. So, do I want razor teeth on me? And no, I don't. I do get bitten a lot, though.
Yeah, I bruise.
I bruise bad. Yeah, I bruise bad too. I just slammed my hand I hit the trunk of the car in my hand and I bruise right. And then sometimes I wake up with bite marks. Yeah, so I don't lick, but I
What
can
are
be bitten.
you doing, vagina designer?
Oh, he bit the shit out my shoulder the other day. And that's kind of my punishment, because he'd be like, I'll say something smart and shit. He'd be like, I'll bite the fuck out of you. And then when I'm not looking, yeah.
I always get bruises whenever I'm fucking. Because the dudes, they like to hold your legs down with all their might.
Oh, my gosh.
And they got the fingerprint bruises on there.
The fingerprint bruises suck. Do you get fingerprint bruises?
Yes.
No. Have
Yes,
I?
you do.
Oh, I wasn't aware.
Call you.
Guess you got told. Guess you got told. Shit.
I wasn't even aware of this as a thing. So. I've left.
I mean, it's
Months
been
when
a
you
whole
spank.
hot minute. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it
maybe
has.
you've changed.
Well, I find just like everything else we discussed, I don't think he's convinced either.
I'm not sure. I've left like spank marks.
Yeah, probably.
Like you can see like the
handprint?
red on the palm. Yeah.
Yeah,
handprint, stuff
okay.
like that. Yeah.
That was good. So we got no nipples, no feet. Did you give a second?
What else? I said nipples. I like giving oral. I like receiving oral. I like eating ass, but I don't.
You don't want nobody eat your ass?
No.
You not a buffet?
No.
You know salad tossing? I can understand that.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to toss your salad just because you don't like it.
Oh my gosh.
Why you
That's actually a good. These are so good. I wish I'd have just wrote like I've written down before. It'd be like I named acts, and you'd be like I'm not fucking with that, or yeah, I'm fucking with that. That's the game I wish I would have played because that would have been a lot of fun. We'll do that when you guys come on Sex Talk with Sunshine when that resumes.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's gonna be a good one. That's a good one too, though, and that's why I had to say that. That's good. I'm not really into no ass play. I'm not eating no ass. I'm not.
Happily.
Here's the thing: I'm not eating pussy or ass unless I can eat my own. So that's my rule. If I can figure out a way to eat my own and see what it feel like, then I may consider it.
So
but
you're
that's
much more curious about how your own
pussy
So
exactly
than
a
somebody
somewhat
else's.
easy trick is to just get your finger wet with like some saliva or lube or whatever, and just gently rub.
Do you know if I get some shit on my hand, I'm gonna die?
That's why you shower first.
I understand that, but it's still a place where shit comes out of.
And this is true.
That would be like going to lick my finger and rubbing it in the gutter hole, the sewer. That's a place for waste. I'm not judging. I'm just giving my opinion why I'm not eating no ass. That's all.
Is that?
I mean, I've had my ass eaten.
Okay, I was gonna ask if that.
If it's clean,
I've had my ass eaten.
Yeah,
But you gotta.
Is that why you
I want to
may or
smell
may not feel
antibacterial
uncomfortable
soap.
with the
That's
Oh
whole-
no, you definitely. I mean, of course, we're definitely saying any sexual act you need to bathe first. But you could literally bathe and then get in the bed and sweat. I mean, it doesn't say you can. First off, you get out the shower certain times of year, you sweat.
Let me ask you first something. Have you ever heard a guy say in terms of for eating a woman out, right? That they'll rather not right out the shower, maybe
after the gym. It's pheromones. It's all about pheromones.
okay.
And that's fucking hot.
I got soft skin. My
It's something
my
I
pheromones
am
come out my
personally
skin.
still getting used
I'm
to.
not-
But
Funky
I,
ass.
like that because I feel dirty after going to the gym and working out. I don't feel sexy,
Right.
but my lovey is training me. to
I mean,
feel
I
sexy.
do get that people feel sexy, especially when you're working out and it's building up all your levels.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I can't. I try not to use the bathroom before. I haven't been in the gym in a while. But when I was going to the gym regularly, I can't even take my pants down because I'm sweaty from head to toe. I don't want to use the bathroom and then have to pull that wet.
Sticky.
That fucks with me, my mental bad. Like, I don't even want to sit in my car. Like,
Right.
So it's better I just like to keep it on my skin, come home, rip that shit off. Even wet bathing suits are the same for me. Which typically, please don't let me go anywhere I have to wear a bathing suit. But every blue moon, it does
That's why bikinis are so
happen.
helpful.
Well, no, I mean bathing suit bikinis. But even the wet bikini bottoms,
Yes.
I'm not putting that back against my skin once they're wet. And I take them and I remove them. They don't go back up.
I can relate to that.
Yeah. I don't think I like that cold feeling on my pussy.
But I do love pheromones. You ever find somebody that you just smell them and it's an instant turn on? Exactly.
Yeah, I know somebody.
So when they're more
That
sweaty,
fucking man smell. I love that man
pheromones
smell.
just
But you don't have to be sexy. I mean, you don't have to be sweaty to me to smell like a man.
No.
Yeah, I think men have a very particular smell just as women do. And I also think that's a lot of the reasons we end up being friends and associates and fuck partners with who we are. Because I have talked about the senses before. I don't know why I felt like you were on that show, but that'd be a good show for us to do. But I have talked about I mean, I can repeat whatever the fuck I want once this show ends. Because, like, it'll be new. It's new material. No, new to that show. But no, definitely I think the senses make a huge difference. Just like in your wanting to make love. It's more than just the physical attraction.
Way more.
To really make love and really enjoy it and reach that orgasmic pleasure. They got to smell good. They can't smell like ass.
Smell good, taste good, feel good.
Yes, I would agree. I mean, I'll lick a shoulder, but I ain't licking no ass. I ain't licking no feet. I'm just, I'm not. Okay.
How about next? Do you kiss next?
I have, but it's really not my thing. You know, sometimes you gotta have something to do with your face. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not a dead fish. You know, I'm trying to be inner, and it's also positional. But because if I'm gonna kiss next or whatever, I would have to bend down, especially if I'm writing, and that's not necessarily the most comfortable. I prefer to be upright, you know, versus bending down.
I feel like when I'm writing, like we're
Yeah, I can see that. You definitely lack some of the other things, unless you just forget the person is there.
Maybe I need to practice.
You'd be
that.
like, no, it's not a practice thing. It's either happens or it don't.
Conscious
You be
effort.
gone. You be riding in the clouds.
This is just
Somebody,
my self-pleasure.
exactly. Like, you'd be like, I'll be back in a minute. Give me a minute. You're definitely not thinking like forward like that. So what the fuck?
I'm gonna do that.
Game Master, did you have? It sounds selfish, but as long as you come back, it's not. Did you have a something you would? You know, you heard all the shit we were talking about.
Something that I don't mind done to me, but wouldn't do it to somebody else.
Right. No, yes, no, right?
Something you would like
exactly.
to do to you, but not do to someone else. Or
Bro,
vice versa.
we started with something,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't want it done to you.
me.
Yeah, that was the first
Okay,
one.
or in this case, vice versa. This day and age, for surprisingly enough, I would go downtown on a woman in a heartbeat, but a blowjob, I always question. I don't know why, unless they do something extra. A normal blowjob just wouldn't work for me.
I can understand that.
So, so that right now is like the one thing. So unless you do something more
All over the top.
over the
Not
top.
the basic bullshit.
Yeah, the basic.
Yeah.
stuff.
Bored with it.
Yeah. So you get tuned out.
Mm. Is there anything that comes to mind the other vice versa, where we started and now we're back?
Yeah. Okay. I have to respect the boo play. You know, there are times where again things can go extra heated, and ladies, you know, mind you, again, I would, you know, making love is one thing, but again, that level increases, you know, as you progress. So, and I do like to be vampiric, as they say, you know, biting or in this case nibbling on the neck and all that stuff. So I will leave scars just in case.
Noted.
Yes.
I'll let my partner know.
Yeah. So,
Baby, if I come home with scars.
yes.
It was Game Master.
Yes, but you know, but the boo play though, yeah. If she's that crazy sensitive, yeah, I have to chill on that and just, you know, keep it, you know, in a sense maybe rated R, but not XXX.
Right.
So
And all of these are, it's just your basic, like what's your average? Because shit changes. You know, I mean, it's times if I'm in the fucking passion, I don't mind, you know, someone touching my nipples. But it has to be that setting.
I only want one person touching them because I only trust one person.
But
I've
that
heard
makes
and
sense. That
listened,
makes sense.
you know?
That makes sense. Well, I don't give the opportunities anymore, so there goes that part. Did you have something you wanted to add? Do you want to answer, Vagina Redesigner? Right. I knew that. I was aware of that one. That's the easy one. That wasn't hard. Anything else?
Probably wish that I
Okay,
picked
that's
up.
it.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Balls is one for me. Like
The ball. What about your balls?
I like them being sucked on, but then it's always like
There's an
I
art
feel
to
like if
There's an art to it.
yeah, I feel I'm always concerned that she get like carried away, that type of thing, and that, you know, that, like
What
if-
you got? Biters?
What?
You got scrapers and biters?
No. Like
Yeah, we like to hear this one. We definitely like to hear this.
no, not biting. It's just no.
The scraping.
It's the like sucking too hard type
Right.
of thing.
But you know,
Yeah.
do you
Or
know the way
feeling
your
of,
balls
like, you
feel
know,
are the way women's nipples feel, especially if you're a nurse. You know, women can nurse, so it already makes our breasts more sensitive.
You know,
So that if you compare, you not liking the way someone sucking your balls, you should not suck breast nipples that same way,
I found that actually varies with people.
unless they
Unless-
ask.
You communicate.
Yeah, if you ask, that's
How do
different.
you like them done? This is how I like my balls sucked.
Some people.
That's what we were talking about when he said he's not good at saying, you know, that conversation. That's how that started, if you recall.
Some people like they like it pinched, pulled, tugged, that type of thing. Some people
I
it's
used
like
to.
very, you know.
But shit does
some people
change.
like very gently. This that. So it's a variety for.
And I think a lot of
variety
things change, especially how you view society. I mean, It's not like I stopped receiving oral a short time ago. It wasn't like it's been my whole life. I mean, it was just a conscious decision I made based on who was offering.
That's
Yeah,
fair,
and too many, which I've said this many times, too many offers, that shit totally turned me off.
Yes.
Because if you're offering it to me, that means you're offering it to a ton of other women too, and you don't know me.
I get told, like, I want to show you what how you should feel. Treat you like a real woman, the real queen that you are, and eat your pussy
What a
like
fucking
you never
lie.
imagined. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, if
like
you
to
offer
say
like
that,
that, I mean, it's a
I
catch
mean-
line. You know, it's a catchphrase. That's all.
People say
It's not
whatever.
gonna work for me.
It's fucking retarded. If you sorry for saying the R word. I shouldn't have said that. It's sexually inappropriate. Yeah, certain words I try not to say because I didn't mean it in the sense of special. I mean, you special, all right.
Hey, yes, I
Special ass. Like, oh my gosh, that was more difficult than I had anticipated. So we'll get basic. We'll give y'all some basic stuff so you don't have to think so hard. What's your favorite position? You can't, just don't do traditional, please. Just do not traditional. And if we start with traditional, that's super boring. So
My favorite position, kind of in general, is sitting on top while on a couch. I want them sitting upright, and I'm riding them
okay, where do you
So
put
the
your
face can be
legs?
right-
on their sides,
Okay,
either side of them.
So the face can be right up in your chest or what?
Yeah. I could
That's- I can-
periodically
that's pretty
suffocate
cool.
them with my titties.
right.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of suffocation, it was funny. When I went to, I told you I went to North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the friend of mine that I was there to see, she said to not kiss her top lip because she would suffocate, basically, eventually, you know.
Interesting.
Because my lip is so big.
What?
Damn.
It's her on the top lip. It would cover her nostrils, you know.
Oh, okay.
So I was like,
That's
oh,
a new one. I never heard that before. I mean, I don't
I've
have
never heard that
large
myself.
I mean,
lips,
you
but
have full lips, sweetheart, but you have never suffocated me with your
he doesn't have full lips.
I think
They're
she
full.
kinda
Steve
does.
Harvey has full lips.
Well,
I'm
okay,
sorry,
fair.
but I don't know. We need to check the meaning of full here. I mean, we can name some
guess it's
people
relative, you
with
know.
full lips,
Just
but
as
he
like,
doesn't
if you
have full
said
lips.
somebody has big boobs or something. Some people would be like, oh, what is, you know?
What do
that's
you
not
consider
to
a
me.
big boob?
Yeah,
Right,
this
right.
is, well, that person was like, oh, this is big to me. Yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, it's definitely perception. Yeah,
big is
a lot of
always-
shit is
yeah.
perception.
Big
I
is
mean,
an
taking
eye,
it up
you
the
know,
ass is perception.
I guess.
3 times.
I
You
guess.
just-
Not taking it
3
up the
times.
ass. It's perception.
Third time, you'll really know if you like it or not.
Well, I used to say I would always try anything once, and then if I don't like it, I'll never do it again. But that shit been out the window.
3 times.
No, I done seen some shit that I will never do. I promise you. And that once seeing it, I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not quite as adventurous as I once was.
The first time you do it, it hurts. You're nervous.
No, I'm not talking about just anal. I'm talking about shit in general that I've seen people do. You know, like I mean, I would never do fisting. I don't have a problem with anybody who does, but it just
have
would
to
never
do
be
it
my thing.
Minimally, because you gotta protect the pussy. But
I've done
it's
it just
amazing.
I could see me like randomly walking around shitting on myself.
No.
That's what I know that's not gonna happen.
not.
And mind you, my good friend Amanda, they were on the show before. They were on an early episode, and then they're kink, and I party with them at the private affair. Well, when they're there, her and her husband were on, and I always tell the story when we were in Hito, and she's like, she needed my help to get the hook out her ass, so she had the hook in her ass, and then she had it chained to her. She had on a corset, and it had a hook at the top. So she had it hooked to, and she wore it through dinner. You know, that evening when you dress up for dinner, and that's my girl. It wasn't no big thing. I mean, I'm gonna do something if I can help, you know. But of course, going into it, I'm like, is shit gonna splash on me? I mean, I just never, I'm gonna help her, but I'm like, should I stand back? Because like I don't know.
Shit happens.
Shit happens, exactly. So I did it, and it was nothing. It was clean, of course. And I'm sure, she's been doing kink for a long time. I'm sure she knows the proper precautions to, But then I'm thinking, well, all through dinner you're eating. Like, did something bubble up? I mean, but
If you do a proper enema, it takes about 8 hours for your
8
food to
hours for it to
digest.
digest. Okay.
So, it's good.
Good information. So the expert here, the kink expert, has told us that you are safe to eat Put the hook up your ass, and you have 8 hours before you need to take it out. Before you may poo yourself. Oh, and do
Clear
the
out your
enema. Do the
colon
enema
first.
first. Yeah.
Make sure nothing's in there. Then do your anal play and eat somewhere in there.
Great. That's great. That's great. Thank you for sharing that
That's
with
some
us.
education.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was just really happy I get to tell the
Well, you
story
know.
and nothing bad happened. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that leads me to the next one, which is going to be good. And then we're going to take a short break to give us all a break. Name, and you can't make it too long because I mean do also remember this is a listening show. This is a radio show. The extra bonus is they get to see us too. So I'd love to read the feed, guys, but since we have 3 people here, I can't see it. But I'll definitely respond to you guys later. Okay. But
people are saying that they love that. It's very intimate. I don't know. Was a
yeah,
what
we don't.
kinda
That's
kinky,
see, we can't.
that sort
They
of thing.
can't on the next show. We can do that because we're not in studio time. You know, if I run over on the next show, it's no big deal. But we have a time limit. We got to get up out of here. So I was gonna shit. I probably forgot to say I didn't have the pen. I didn't have the pen to write down what I was gonna say.
I told
No,
you.
name something. No, name something. Since I told this story about the anal, it wasn't a plug. It was a whole contraption. Hook, the anal hook. Thank you. Name something or one of the things that stands out in your mind the most of a fuck session gone bad or a sex session gone bad.
bad.
Like it doesn't have to be something like it was terrible. We got in an argument. I'm talking about more like, I was doing this and this happened. And like, disastrous.
Great. Away and then it went.
Well, it could be comedic. I mean, I have plenty of comedic
hilarious.
sex stories. Yeah.
This is straight hilarious.
Okay.
So I was doing a gangbang, and I had prepared, had my butt plug in me, and I was actually being on a fuck bench on my stomach, blindfolded. Some dude fucking me, but butt plug was in my ass because it was getting prepared, right, stretched out, and I had a cock coming in from the front. And at one point, this guy decided to choke me. And when done right, it's very nice. When it's done wrong, you choke. And it's so he did it wrong. I was like, cough, cough, cough. And it shot the butt plug straight out of my ass. Hit the curtains in the room. Landed on the floor.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
I was just like, that fucking happened. That's a story that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, right. And things happen. So when was the one choking you the one that had the cock in your mouth? Well, I call it a
No,
dick.
you had rotated at one point.
Oh, okay.
I had to set the scene for you.
Okay, so it was. I was trying to determine if it was another hand or if it was the hand of the one.
Rotated out.
Okay, that's funny as shit. Oh my gosh, yeah. Did you stop the session or you just?
Yeah, I had to get the butt plug back. Had to wipe off the tears because of laughter and deep throating.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, do you have a story at the top of your head?
A funny story.
It doesn't have to be funny. It could just be.
I wanted to do one thing and then something else happened.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to this party hosted by someone we know, and met this young lady. Anyway, in conversation, it came out that she wasn't interested in any type of penetration play, but more or less she was going to give head to whoever wanted, there. So, why'd you make your face that way? Okay. So,
I'm getting a headache. It has nothing to do with you. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay. So, no, I thought you were making that face.
No, not at all. I don't judge. To each their own.
Situation. So anyway, we're talking and all that stuff. More or less, I wanted to eventually draw up a blowbang for her at the party. So while that was going on, she started with me, then other guys and other guys. So while she was, at it with another guy, and I was, watching, I enjoy watching that type of thing in person. I was gonna give her a facial.
That's awkward. Go ahead.
And then most of it missed her. Some of it got to her, but a lot of she was like in the corner. We had her in the corner of the room. So a lot of
she
it hit
didn't
the
get
wall.
the facial.
She did, but
Overshot.
Yeah.
You
a
overshot
lot of it
your
hit
shot.
the wall behind her,
Well,
So
I mean, you can't blame if you have a little projectile.
Then she said,
Fuck, is he a sperm whale? No,
then she
I'm
said,
just
you
kidding.
splattered me. So I was like, what? So I was like, she said, so I thought she said, you flattered me. So I was like, did you say you flattered me or you splattered me? So she said, you splattered me. So I was like, okay. It was fun. But yeah, it was funny that, after the whole thing.
Well, was she upset about it?
No.
Oh,
She
okay,
was having a
good,
ball.
good. Okay, good. That's good. Oh, well, that reminds me of my same old story that I tell every time, and it is definitely one of my most unforgettable, even though I have many, and that's definitely when the cum went my eye. I mean, I'll never forget it. That shit burned so bad. I mean, it burned, and it's happened again. It has happened after that, but I'm, more cautious. I mean, the first one, it was like a load flew in my eye, and it's very, very hard to get it out because it's so viscous. It's very thick. And they clowned me for months. Like they got me goggles, they got me whistles. Like, they wanted me to feel safe. It was,
Remember I brought you goggles
it was literally,
that was funny.
yeah.
That was funny.
I mean, and it was bad. It was, but I've had so many crazy things happen. Like this one time, this vein popped out my forehead, and I just knew we were about to call 911 because it's just sometimes I'm not expecting it. But then, for me, being in the lifestyle and just having a lot of fun, that was a fun time. But there is more than that. And, being married for 20 years, married, with kids, you definitely don't get into the things that you get into in the alternative lifestyle. So I have to remind people, I've only been in this for 10 years. This is not a lifetime career for me. I've already raised 2 children. I have grandchildren. I was married. It's, it's new. It ain't new anymore because I felt like I flew in so fucking fast and it took off. Right. So now I'm back on the decline. Like I really I still meet great people. I meet great people. But I just don't want to be as active as I used to be.
So you've passed your climax.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, but I mean, I have to remind people, especially, and we'll get to this in the second half, let go. I mean, you don't, and then we talked about this a little bit last week. I mean, 2 weeks ago, we did manipulation versus, I forgot what the other, what was.
Deception.
Yeah, deception versus manipulation when we were talking about what people expect from you. And, like, shit means way more to them than it really meant to you. Like, you can't go from fuckboy to man. There's no application. Like, you just an apprenticeship. That's just low level, so. That was where I was going with that. Okay. Did you tell me a position?
Oh, a favorite position? No, I did not. I definitely did
Do you
not.
have one?
Yeah, I do. One that just, it gets me. Yeah.
What is it?
Are you gonna tell us
Okay.
or no?
I like when
we gotta take a break.
She's like bent over the bed, standing on the floor. If you can picture that.
Yeah, face down, ass up on the bed.
Yeah, face down, ass up on the bed.
No. She's not on her feet are on the floor.
Yeah.
She's just bent over forward on the bed. Yeah.
There's the bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a variation of face down, ass up. That's the way I like to fuck.
I guess, yeah. You can say that, yeah. That's my favorite.
Game master?
Especially if she like steps on my.
Cowgirl.
Yeah, and I know you've told me that.
Yeah.
I told you
I
told me
like
that
seeing
before.
her angelic face.
That's beautiful. You said the same thing last time. Vagina redesigner? That's a good angle. Shit, that could be any of many. I've actually gotten quite... And didn't I change your name? Is your name Compression? His name is Compression. Because vagina redesign is too long. He said it's he's going to be Compression going forward. The Impression or Mr. Helmet Head. That's the new names. Everybody's going to have a new... Like, you're going to have your name and then you have a show name. Like, I think that'd be so much fucking fun, And everybody's going to come up with their show name. So then your naughty you can be the show name, and then you can also be your regular you. I think that would be fun. But that would be a problem with Ari. We already know that. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just kidding. You still get a show name.
I get another show name?
Yeah, you have another one. Shit.
Yay!
5th one's a charm, right?
I have all these names.
Yeah, I do like most positions. I'm limited now because of scheduling. Timing is just so bad. But it definitely can get my day started good if I'm just facing away, and I'm just laying on my side and get fucked from behind.
Cuddle fox.
Yeah, it's very good. But then I like that a lot. But then I also like being flat on my back. Like I'm on my stomach and then he's over top of me. But then I can control it more because I can make sure I don't die, put my booty up so the penis don't hit the back of my throat from the inside of my body. So yeah.
Yes.
there are variations that I have to do to protect my ladiness. Yes, because I swear to, I think I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, you trying to make my, it's ridiculous. So, like, from this way, are you trying to make it come out of my mouth? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm about to die. Like, but it is with the scheduling, and now back in the office, you know, what is it called? Whatever that shit is, I go to 2 days a week.
Teleworking.
Yeah, no, it's hybrid. I'm a hybrid, so the hybrid shit. It's still a way to enjoy yourself and then get to work on time with this fucking traffic. So you know how that goes. So we're gonna take a short break. I'm sure when we come back, everybody's gonna be thinking about something different. And I fucking love this show because it is. I knew I did not need an agenda. Like I was like, oh my gosh, and I wouldn't have had time. Like I just didn't have time. So when we were texting, I'm just like, I got this. So thank you for being here. We'll be back soon, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hey, welcome back to Adult Conversation Radio Show with our special guest in house. We've been having a lot of fun. The first half, I just never know what the fuck you guys are going to say, which is quite entertaining. And it's very nice, as I said at the break, to you can think so quickly. Like, you're quick on your feet because you know what you like, and I like that. And I give you time to think because you're going to say something very special, too. And we're still going to play with your nipples, even though you don't like it.
We'll be gentle.
Yeah, very gentle. So tonight's topic is sex, 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 and that's exactly what we've been talking about tonight, and there's, of course, more to come. And we're going to start this second half with something that Ivory wants to share with you guys.
Thank you, dear. So I performed a study. This was over a couple of years because, as a woman, and a lot of my female friends, we get very angry when we're being objectified by men, catcalled and whatnot, the hashtag #MeToo movement. We just get angry. We don't understand why men do it and why they can't understand why their behavior is just so offensive. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to flip this. I'm going to objectify men until they realize that they don't like it, right? And learn to change their own behaviors. That completely failed.
Because they like it. Because they like it. Yeah.
They
love it. They love it. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, they love it.
They start blushing. They're like, oh.
I can see that all day.
Every single time. And that's when I realized it's the whole treat people the way you want to be treated. Y'all are treating us the way you want us
be
to
treated.
Treat you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you, women, objectify the men. Give them what they want, and I promise you they behave better.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. How did you perform the study? Like how long did you do it, and did you try it on all types of men, or just in your everyday? You didn't.
It started
How do you
when.
exercise? How do you carry it out? Like,
So it started when I was working at a sex club, at a swingers club. Started when I was working at a swingers club, and I was just like completely mind blown every time they get excited about it. I'm like, this is not my point, or it's not working. And so I was going to take it out. I did it at a coffee shop. I did it at a paint night. I did it at a grocery store.
So you did it at various places.
Everywhere.
And they loved it.
Every type of man that I could find. I didn't care what nationality, race, creed, job position, whatever. Swinger or not swinger, Christian or whatever. Love it.
Have you found though that most people, and it may be it may be less females for me. It could be different for you based on where we roll at. But have you found that most people are extremely curious about the lifestyle, even if and it's so mainstream now.
It is.
It's very, very, very mainstream, and like it was funny because I was talking about when my daughter went on they went on their honeymoon. She was in the Sunshine Suite, but the Pineapple Suite was next door. And I said, "Girl, what? You at a swingers resort?" And she was like, she sent me a picture. I said, "Oh, you safe? The pineapple's not upside down." So but it's always like even with the new beach, they ended up at a new beach, and she was like, "Is there a new beach?" They were in Sarasota because I hooked her up with Sarasota because she doesn't in the life I'm in. You know what I'm saying? She can go to beaches that require a swimsuit. That's fine, but she loves it there. So it's just funny how you realize it. And then my other daughter met. She went out. I think she was at a bowling alley, and this was very recent. She met J. Cole. I think is his name. Yeah, and they're doing this picture, her and her friends, and it says at the top "swinger," and the thing is moving back, but it's a bowling alley. So even if you're, we start laughing because we were talking about golf events. And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody just bought 2 foursomes. And everybody's thinking I'm talking about the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. No, I'm really fucking talking about golf. Like, yeah.
Now, I will say that I moved here from St. Louis 7 years ago. And here, and on the East Coast in general, swinger world is incredibly mainstream. Like, you be careful and you'll run into somebody on an accident,
Right.
But back in Missouri, it's still very much under the table, hidden.
Right.
It's very Bible Belt, and if you want to get in it, it's almost near impossible to get in it unless you know the secret websites or whatever.
Right.
You know?
And that's probably most of the requests I get, which I still get them, even though I don't travel as much, after the pandemic. But people are always like, I'm coming to the area, like there's nothing going on in our area. Where can you recommend I go? Or I'm going to Florida. Or wherever they know that I've been, that I've talked about it or publicized it, they're like, where should I go? So I can typically tell you, but I'm not out there like that right now. And plus, everything changed. I mean, places closed down, during that time when everything was. I mean, my favorite place in North Carolina closed down. Because if somebody's going to North Carolina, I'm like, oh, go to you-know-where. Well, you-know-where is nowhere because it's gone. So, and I don't like to recommend it if I'm not hip on it. If I haven't been lately, I'm not going to necessarily tell you to go. Or maybe somewhere where I used to go and I stopped going for various reasons. Then I can tell you. I mean, you can go there if you want, but I stopped going there years ago for whatever the reason was. But that's very interesting. But I could see you now. What were you saying to the men? Just give me an example.
One memory that stays in my mind because it was just so stupidly cute. There were these two waiters at this adult coffee shop, this alcoholic coffee shop. It's delicious. It's my favorite. Anyway, these two waiters, one looked like a really young prince, and the other one was just a corn-fed white boy. Anyway, but they both had really great asses, like kind of a bubble butt hugging their jeans. Like even the loose ones, they were still very filled out. So I was just like, damn, baby, look at that ass. It's just jiggling while you walk. Give me some of that shake. Yeah, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And they would like push their butts out a little bit more for me to see. And I'm like, hey, can I take a picture of that ass?
Oh my
for
God.
real,
That's
I want to
funny.
fap to that later, baby.
Oh, that's so funny.
And they let me. Now, granted, I'm sure there's a percentage of men that would not like it, but most.
You think they let you or they liked it because they found you attractive?
Maybe, but I don't think that's it. I think it's the attention.
It is a good point, though. It is a very, very good point.
That's fair, but what if, okay, I don't usually do it when I'm in my normal butch mode, but.
Depends on which personality is out today. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But I know that men long, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them long for the attention that we receive.
Right. And I also think that strong women, such as ourselves, are very bad at giving compliments. I'm a very bad compliment giver. I'll give a compliment to a stranger before, and that's more etiquette, like just human socialization. And I just have this thing with me that it's a universal thing, like pay it forward. Like if I'm kind to people, then if I do something kind or be kind, then I'll get that back. And that typically works for me.
I feel like you're
winning monies and shit, like it's like I'm lucky because I'm nice. But then also, it just things get so misunderstood because a lot of men now don't give women compliments, which like, let's say we're traveling and I just go in a convenience store to grab something. And people have said something like, you look really nice today, but I didn't mean that offensively. Like they're so scared, to even give someone a compliment. But I think we made the world. Oh no, we blame the world to be fucked up like that. Because sometimes you just have to take a compliment at what it's for. But then it's also important that women do show men the same type of support and compliments that you come to, because you get into the traditional bullshit or your routine, your schedule, and you fucking forget to say little things like thank you.
I call it fluffing egos.
You
Yeah,
give compliments a lot, I would say.
I do.
Especially people,
I do. I fluff a lot of egos.
I'll say that.
yeah, but you see, that's not what I'm talking about though. See, No, I know, and I know what you do because I do it. I completely understand that, but I'm just talking about a genuine compliment, not because you feel obligated to do so. There's a big fucking difference.
There is.
I mean, if I'm in sunshine mode, first of all, any event I walk in, whether I'm just going there because I got people lined up to talk to me.
Right.
You don't think I'm fluffy?
Right.
Yeah, I came out this motherfucker and went through all this traffic to come make you feel good about yourself. That's typically not the case. I came to enjoy myself in an environment that I enjoy.
Right.
But that never happens because I'm fucking fluffing unless you limit the fluff.
Oh, I definitely limit
Fluff
the fluff.
limits. Fluff limits are very important.
But my genuine compliments feel like they're still fairly common.
That's good then.
Fairly regular
That's
in
good.
my life.
That's good.
They kind of heal my soul. I
Mhm.
let them out.
Are you paying for scents? I'm just playing. I don't know. You had this like little sneaky look, and you're like, I gotta give compliments because I'm,
No, like
forgive me, everyone, because I have sinned.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
give
it
it
just
back
feels
to the
really
universe.
good.
Oh, I did probably bite his balls too hard. So I'm at least give 10 compliments, Hail Marys, in the next 24 hours. Like, I'm just teasing. That's funny though. It is a cute perspective though. I mean, I know I do it. I definitely do it.
It just feels really good. Like when I see something that I think deserves to be said,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it feels like it's a bonding thing and a healing thing on both ends. That's where I'm
Right.
coming from.
I understand. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I know I didn't mean to like not. I mean, we're talking about teasing men, so I kind of. Would you like to be catcalled? I mean, you
I
didn't
like being
send the
complimented.
masturbation text, so I don't
being
know if you
complimented.
like that or
It
not.
is nice. It is because I was.
So you like to be complimented and you're every day, or you like to be complimented like you fuck me good?
That as well. That as well. Yeah, no.
Both work.
Exactly,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Like I told you I went to North Carolina. Or something. The lady that I went for a girlfriend's birthday, but I met her at a party. I met them at a party last summer, and I was just walking. I was on a rooftop walking past where she was sitting with a girlfriend and somebody else, and she just complimented me like in a really nice way. She just very genuine and everything, and I was just stopped in my tracks more or less, and then we talked and we just introduced.
So you didn't take that as a come on. You took that as a genuine compliment.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah, and it was nice. It felt nice. So, then we began, talking. Her girlfriend suggested we exchange information.
That's what's up.
Talking, we've been friends, and I went. They invited me down there for her birthday.
Oh, so
I
you
spent the
must have
weekend
been.
with them.
You
Yeah,
must
so
have did a good
it was
job.
very nice.
You left a memory.
He's Irish certified. Good job. Good job. Hey, good job.
So exactly, a nice word,
Yeah.
can start a lot of things,
So, Game Master, I failed at being your stalker, which I did try. He said he would like it. We were talking about stalkers, and he was like, he
I'm
would
a
like a
stalker.
stalker. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to stalk you. And I got through one whole text messages talking about signed as Shine Stalker, and then I got busy. So if you'd like to exchange numbers, I could be
I'm totally
we could be
stalker.
mutual stalkers every time we think of it.
I stalked my partner on Facebook for 4 months before we ended up running into each other.
And you might get, just make sure she has time to explain the nipple bruising. The question was, back on topic, how do you feel about a woman catcalling? Would you enjoy that?
It happened.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was,
Shit.
it was from one of my friends at the time, ex, at a club.
Mm-hmm.
It was, again, I knew what she was trying to do because it was like she was trying to make my friend jealous over something.
Right.
So it was kind of like, I even went over to her. It's like, what do you want and what are you doing? And it's like, she tried to explain herself, but it's like, I knew what she was trying to do.
Oh, okay.
But if it was someone random, like someone that is in the realm of what I like, then yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay,
So
that's
it's
what's
just,
up.
but if it gets to the point of like really crazy and doesn't make sense to either one of us what they're doing, then I'll just keep on walking.
I understand.
Catcall.
Compression. Would you compression? Do you like to be catcalled? I can't wait to hear this motherfucking answer. I'm excited.
All right.
That made my nipples hard just off talking.
Harder.
They get hard when they get harder when I talk.
For me, I don't think it's needed. I mean, it doesn't affect me one way or another. Because to me, in my male mindset, I weigh the intent of your cat call against the abrasiveness of my dick,
No.
and I don't feel like it will ever measure up.
So like when we're in the grocery store or we're in we're at a hotel and we're walking outside and coming back in, and I'm watching the woman watch your pants, like as we walk.
That happens. So
That happens on a regular basis. And when you wear them
That's all
tight
day.
pants to work, no, I'm just playing.
But it,
They do be tight in some places.
Are you saying that when a woman catcalls you, you don't get a little bit of a?
He's actually not. He's pays
I don't
that
know.
shit.
I
No,
don't like-
I
I
don't
like
think he pays
compliments.
it no
What do you
mind.
think? Cat calling or anything you define as
Are
cat
you kidding me?
calling.
You would blush from ear to ear
Exactly.
if I catcalled you.
I'll have to
It's
say,
different. It's you, and I know you, and I know.
yeah,
that's
you
your
can. It had to
personality,
be a
that type of
stranger.
thing.
It couldn't be somebody
Well,
you know.
yeah, exactly.
To see
A
his true
stranger,
reaction.
It will
Fair.
depend on how she did it. Me,
For me, it feels strange.
not really. It would be kind of strange. I mean, like a compliment.
He's
hey,
way
or,
too
you know,
aggressive to
Because you
allow
want to be the
catcalls.
one catcalling.
Yes, and we can have the conversation, so I can catcall first.
I mean, look, I was talking to my partner's brother because my partner catcalled me as I was coming back from doing laundry. And the brother's like, yo, Ivory, government name, whatever. So how do I catcall appropriately? I'm like,
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's what I'm talking
first you need to find a girl that likes it.
about. You know, we can deconstruct the conversation for how I can do it impulsively. But that's
Yeah,
just gonna have to
yeah.
be
I
the way
mean,
it's gonna have to be.
it's
Yeah.
really.
It's a one way.
So
A
I
high
do it
stakes thing, you know.
impulsively. I do it impulsively because I can. I can get away with it.
That's what makes it fun.
I mean, literally, I've never had to catcall a man. If I'm interested in someone, when I see them, all I literally have to do is say hello.
Well, of course.
I don't really have to do much else. I haven't been into the
Yeah,
catcall because if I walk past 7 people and then I say hello to you, I'd be like, "How are you? I'm Sunshine," or I introduce myself. You're fucking done.
I mean, but wait a minute.
Like you're done.
See, I understand both sides of that because I
Do
don't
what?
have to catcall, but it's entertaining as hell.
No, you don't.
Like,
The
in terms of your-
I
catcalling
get
is
enjoyment
entertaining.
out. After.
In terms of a woman's arsenal, catcalling is probably 4th or 5th on your arsenal.
And also,
We have all these other things we can do.
right.
Yeah.
So
it's just,
the fact that I did start catcalling, it's so much fun
Right, understood.
for me.
Yeah.
yeah, it depends how it's done and like and just how.
But you're
I
saying
go.
it on how
Well,
you're saying it on how it should be done. However, there's no standard for that
No,
because
there
the
isn't.
standard is a matter of how this person is communicating.
Right.
So just like you can give, and the reason I bring up compliments because catcalling can be a form of a compliment,
Yes.
and that's what happened with the gentleman you were talking to in the coffee, the coffee
that
liquor
ass.
shop. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, they would take it. I mean, it's you saying it. You're saying it in a very sexy way.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they're excited. I mean, there's no other way that could have possibly turned out. But then I find that being an alpha, and you're definitely. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'd have to put you in the middle.
Okay.
I think you could be an alpha if someone wants you to, but I don't think you're naturally going to be the aggressor. Unless you're in a certain situation. That's me.
Yeah,
You would know
that's-
more than
that's
I mean.
actually, yeah,
I'm
that's-
just taking that
Safety
assessment
first.
off. Yes,
That's,
safety
yeah,
first.
that's what you-
Which is not
That's
you know,
actually
it's,
very, very accurate.
and it's a very good
Interesting.
way to be. I mean, I wish more men were like that versus the one we spoke on that are assuming you need dick.
Right.
I don't assume I need anything.
No.
But then also for alpha men, and we've got this one here is definitely an alpha man. If like literally, this is how petty he is, okay? And he calls me petty spaghetti, okay? Sometimes when we're coming on our way here, the day was really long. I'm rushing. I did not want to keep you all waiting. You know, I wanted to greet you when you get here, but I try my best. So I'm stuffing cheese curls in my face, literally driving, trying to post the picture. I got all this shit going on the ride. And I'm stuffing the cheese, and I can feel him watching me put it into my mouth. Now, he's not looking at me because I'm fucking eating. He's looking at my mouth.
Because that's sexy.
But and so I literally just go, I give him this face, and he like, who you making that face? Dude, not right now. Like, it's just, like, really, though? Like, really? And that's why I end up getting bit. Because, you know, like, and then if I make sure I'm a few feet away before I say something, like, be like, I don't call him, what do I call you? I don't call you an asshole. I call you, what do I call you? Oh, no, well, I do call you a lot of things. But no, what's the bougie word we use? You're not a, huh? Oh, I call him a dumbass, but he say Damas. So we make it, we make it nicer. Yeah, it's French. Yes, yeah, that's so funny. Like, you're a dumbass. And he'd be like, it's Dumas. And then it's funny. But point. You see what I'm saying? If I'm yelling names at him, I could be demeaning catcalling. But he's so simple. Like, he just doesn't give a shit. And I have to run. I have to run. Yeah. And anything I say was not a fact. Everything I said was a fact. Absolutely. So how's somebody gonna catcall him? You try to fucking catcall him, he bites your ass. That's not fun. I mean, could you imagine your reaction if you yelling at some man, walk up and bite your ass? Like, you would probably like it too.
That would instantly silence you. They'd be like, damn, I didn't expect that.
Oh, shit. That's fucking funny. That was a good one, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. All right, so we would do one more, but y'all ass is funny, and we take a long time because we laugh so much, and it's just great stuff. So we're going to get started on the game so we have enough time to complete it. I don't have to rush you through your answers. We do need to wrap up by 8:52, and we need to be off air by no later than 8:55. All right. So here, right in line with just what the fuck I was saying, we are going to play tonight a game from a past episode of Sex Talk with Sunshine. Don't ask me which one. I have no idea. Right. And we're going to play asshole or not an asshole. So I'm going to read you it should be a situation. And they are things that I know of that have happened. So you probably should be able to relate to them. So I just want to know if you would be an asshole or you would not be an asshole.
I'd be happy to tell you.
Is everybody ready? And they're going to be fun. So you can
really
put your own spin on it. All right. So number one, you fucked all day. Raised home, well, you had sex, you made love. I don't know what I mean, I'm assuming if you raised a home, you were out fucking. That's just going to go with that assumption. You fucked all day, raised home, took a shower, and your partner was not there because they were still out fucking. When they arrive home, will you be an asshole or not an asshole? Now, I want you to stay with the feeling of you raced home to shower to be with them.
It depends on how long it took.
No, see, you can't add. You gotta that's all the information you get to spend it on.
I think not an asshole because I would prefer to at least be able to get in the shower and
that's a good perspective.
Hopefully they're coming in like a few minutes out behind me.
Okay, so what if you've done that and it's been an hour later and you're still waiting? Asshole or not an asshole?
Still not an asshole, but I would be in my feelings.
Then you'd be an asshole. You can't. No. Okay, 2 hours.
I wouldn't be a total cunt.
2 hours and you haven't heard from him.
Oh shit! Okay,
I knew I could get you to assholeism.
She had it exactly heard from. Excuse me, I haven't heard from you. And how many hours?
Do it one more time. Listen,
no sleepovers. That was on the rule books on day one.
You do the job, come right back.
What the fuck is going on?
So, asshole, do you want me to reread it or do you recall? No. Okay, asshole or not an asshole?
Oh, asshole. I mean, come on.
So, just that you get home and you rush home to shower and then they're not even there.
Yeah.
I left some unknowns in there. I could have been real specific and like, oh, he or she didn't say they weren't going to be there. That's too much because then it's easy. You're going to be an asshole. Exactly. So you have to keep it very vague. And then you got to think of it. Okay, you're like me, as it should be. Yeah. So it's just your,
If it's one or the other, definitely option one.
Okay. Yeah. So you'd be an asshole.
That's true, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I find that funny.
Game Master, would you like to answer? Do you want me to reread it?
Reread it for the audience.
So, number one, you fucked all day, raced home, took a shower, and your partner was not there because they were still out fucking. When they arrive home, will you be an asshole or not an asshole?
Since we're both fucking...
They still fucking.
They're still fucking.
You're done fucking.
I'm done fucking.
You raced home to shower to be with them. They laid on the fuck schedule.
I wouldn't be an asshole.
You wouldn't be an asshole?
No,
that's good.
Because of the fact that it's like, she's enjoying herself. So, when I already enjoyed myself. So, and now I'll probably be too tired to...
You going to take a nap. That's a good answer. Yeah. That's a good one. Good answer. Yeah. Good answer. I love it. Compression? Designer? I'm actually would be the compression designer, but
So like, I'm racing home to go to sleep.
okay.
I don't think this question is fit for me.
I don't think so
I
either.
don't. No,
Because you're just regularly an asshole.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be an asshole situationally.
no, I won't be an asshole.
Because you're going to be asleep.
Yes.
An asshole
So you're
can't
not
be
doing
We
a
are
double header.
both
Yeah.
coming back from our orgasm.
I got that.
That's not asshole applicable.
That is not asshole applicable. Great
Now,
answer.
keep in mind, he said his orgasms, not yours.
You mean R?
Huh?
You mean R?
Yeah.
R orgasms?
What was that?
It's okay. It's bright as shades. You can't see good. You can't see the agenda. Number 2. That's why I said I got to start early. We fucked for 4 years along with fucking others. You were disrespectful often, and although you fucked other people, you were an asshole sometimes. So should I be an asshole or not be an asshole back to you?
You're gonna be disrespectful to me, bitch. I'm gonna be an asshole.
Okay, you're gonna off break be an asshole. Okay.
Straight asshole.
Are you gonna be an asshole? Yeah. You're gonna be an asshole.
Asshole.
You're gonna be an asshole.
Oh, absolutely.
You're gonna be an asshole. Yeah. I've encountered many assholes, but I did have I don't know if anybody paid attention to how long you've been fucking.
I don't
So
know
there's
why
a little
it
bit
lasted
of
4
time.
years.
But
So it is what it is.
should be situational. Should be situational. But okay, that I'll take that. But I probably would give too many chances and not be an asshole until I reach my last chance, and then I'd be nothing but an asshole.
That's legitimate.
Yeah, and that would probably be your cutoff.
Yes.
So once you're cut off, there's no coming back.
Right.
So yeah, 4 years
It's
of
really
wasted time.
interesting.
It is, and that's why I wanted to put a time frame in there because you have invested a lot of time.
Shall I read
So
that?
and huh?
Shall I read that?
Did you not answer? Are you an asshole?
No, I said shall I read? I said number 3. Is
Oh, would you like to? Don't jump ahead. We're wrapping up number 2. Damn. Go ahead and read number 3 for us, baby.
All right, I
please.
will. I wanted to fuck you, and you saw me at an event, and rolled up in my face, smelling like sex and ass. Will I be an asshole, or not an asshole?
Ladies first.
I would be not an asshole because it says I wanted to fuck them, but doesn't say that they wanted to fuck me. So it was my want.
I love how they analyzing this. That's so great.
It was my desire, but there clearly wasn't enough communication in advance so that they'd be prepared for me properly.
That's so nice of you.
That is kind. That is very kind. That is very kind of you.
That's reasonable.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
Yes, we are proud.
I've been through a lot.
We are proud. You don't get to answer because you're ready. You got to
Yeah, I
ask.
mean, yeah, so
Game master.
Okay.
We ain't gonna make it.
No. I kind of am in agreement with Miss Ivory. It's like I wanted to fuck you, but you have no desire to fuck me.
Well, I never said they didn't have a desire
No,
to fuck
but
you.
that's
I
a- but
never
that's-
said that.
We don't know that
The
yet.
communication wasn't planned in advance for them to be ready for you.
Right.
I can go with that. I can
Yeah.
definitely go with that. There's no right or wrong
And then
answers.
that's my fault, not
Yeah,
theirs.
it's hard to schedule
Compression.
particular times, that type of situation. So,
I feel like if you know how I
But we don't.
am. No.
I do, but we don't.
I'll hit you with a motherfucking Sparta kick till you go take a shower, then come to me.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. And I would have to agree. I would have to agree with compression.
We gonna have a
And I made it harder, and this is based off a true situation.
Oh, yeah, this happens.
Don't ever in your life roll up on me funky, ever.
Right.
So I don't care.
This happens every weekend.
If I wanted to fuck you and you
That's
roll
it.
up on me funky, I don't want to fuck you no more.
Exactly.
The fuck went out the window.
The nose, no.
The no, and I have a very sensitive. I'm a very sensitive lady.
don't feel like your whole body.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I literally was someone who wanted to. I'm gonna let you answer.
Right? Am I lying though?
No compression.
Unless you're coming into one of my gangbangs and then you're already prepared, honey.
We're not talking about that.
I'm just saying.
I don't even think
I
I
had to
could.
throw it out there.
I've never done a
Outside
gangbang,
makes
but
sense.
if I did, you still can't roll up on me funky. 'Cause
No,
I'd be
they
like,
can't,
Get
but
out of
they're
line.
coming
Get
into
out of
my sex
line.
pot.
Next, he
For
stink.
me, I wouldn't be an asshole about it. I mean, because it is what it is. You're in that.
We're almost done, guys. You can say
You
whatever
know,
you want.
you can't play football without getting muddy, right? So,
So if she rolled up on you, you wanted to fuck her, and she rolled up on you smelling like sex and ass, you would not be
I
an
wouldn't be,
asshole.
I wouldn't be an asshole. It's just like, hey, blah blah blah. This is what's going on. This is where I'm at. So, would you like to, prepare yourself to
You jump in.
do our thing? Huh?
You would jump in.
Yeah, she could take a moment to,
Freshen up.
freshen up and all that. Yeah, that's part of the game.
Well, I will say, do not roll up on nobody and your mouth smells like ass.
Brush your teeth.
No,
Go
you
to the
need
dentist and get a clean mouth.
First of all, you
need a gargle.
You need mouthwash,
I don't care if you smell
and you
like
need a gargle. But this is based on a true story that I was at a party. Somebody wanted to play with me and literally walked up, and a smell of pussy hit me in my face. Not necessarily funky pussy, but it's the sex smell. And I'm like, oh no, like whoa. I'm definitely an asshole.
Well, I mean,
Like, you need to go, first of all, you need to go freshen up your mouth. Now, again, I make it harder because I don't want to make it easy.
if you
I flipped
wanted to eat pussy, you'd have eaten a pussy. You didn't need his help to travel that pussy.
and I don't
towards
need
you.
to smell no other pussy. And I don't, if I can't smell my own and it's attached to my body, why would I want to smell another one? Anyway, that was
pussy.
Exactly. Thank you, Game Master. Moving on. Shit, we ain't getting no. Do you want to read number 4, Ivory?
Sure. Okay. We
Hopefully
decided
I wrote
to
it
be
right.
We decided to be roommates at a lifestyle event, and I leave the room so you can fucking realize someone spit your cum in our glass in the room. Should I be an asshole or not an asshole? That someone spit their cum into our glass. I would say some assholery shit.
Yeah, that's trifling.
And then I
To
clean
the
it out.
spitter and the provider of the spit, or just to the provider of the spit?
Oh, someone spit your cum in our glass.
Remember, you're sharing a room. So you left
Like, let's
the room.
say he and I sharing a room, right? Hey,
No,
I
let's
have
not
such-
say. Let's not say you and him. No.
No, that's
Let's
that's
say
a
me.
scenario,
No.
right?
Let's say
Is
you
it two
and
ladies or two. I mean,
Like
It
you
doesn't
and I.
matter, but for the sake of this, let's say you and her are sharing a room as friends.
Okay, yeah.
As friends.
And she leaves the room to give you time in the room.
Yeah.
And
okay.
And when she
someone
comes
spit
back,
your cum in
someone
our glass.
sucked you off, spit it in the in the glass.
And
You know,
left
the
it there.
room.
I would be an asshole.
Oh, absolutely, 100,
Right.
120%.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Okay.
I mean, I would agree.
I'd be like,
I would
S,
agree.
why
Yeah,
didn't you clean this up?
Exactly. So I'm the one. I'm the one hosting, right? It's my room.
Exactly.
You know, so maybe I don't know. She had to.
So
do what she had to
the
do,
lesson
right
there
whatever.
is if you are, which I'm gonna let them answer, but you do clean up behind yourself. Game master,
Yeah, asshole.
asshole,
100%.
depression, violent asshole. Okay, so this is a truth. This is true fact, and this happened at a party that I went to in New Jersey. And not only was I an asshole to the person who was with me, as they share it. Well, actually, real talk, it was my motherfucking room, and they were there working for me. So I not only did I go off on him, I also went off on the spitter
I
when I
feel
saw
like-
her. So I was definitely
Really?
an
Why her
asshole.
though? I mean, she.
You
maybe
bit nasty bitch. You spit in the cup.
There's
Rinse
a
that shit
toilet.
out. Fuck you think I want to see the fucking cum sliding down a glass in my room?
It was at this moment he knew.
You got a
At
room.
least
He
it wasn't on
fucked
the
up.
floor. It should be the guy.
You have a room. Like, go to your shit. Don't do that shit in my room. Oh, I went off.
There's a toilet.
I feel like once you
I
said
went
it,
off.
I don't blame you.
I feel,
Okay, we got-
I feel more. Well, we'll go there.
I can't tell you the story first, or I'll sway your answer. And this is true shit. Remember, most of this shit is based on shit that happens in life. That's
Yes.
why it's adult conversation. We keep it real.
Oh man.
We gotta move. We've gotta move quickly, so I gotta rush y'all along. Number 6. You think it's cool to fuck all women or men I bring to a party, but yet you always show up alone with no one to share, and then you get an attitude when I don't allow you to play with one of my friends. Should I be an asshole or not an asshole?
Asshole.
Asshole.
Because they're being greedy.
Being greedy. What do you think, babe?
Yeah.
You'd be an asshole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, you're not
It's not like you're bringing anything to the
you're
party.
not bringing any people. You're not meeting new people. You're not adding anything really. I mean, you're participating, which is cool, but
You're not being a provider as well.
don't get greedy.
Yeah.
Don't reach.
Game master?
Yeah, being an asshole. I understand the rules. You
Yeah.
know, that's why I've always questioned about the fact of, it's like, why, guys can not be solo what women can, but then again, it's understandable because mostly the guys want to do everything.
Right, exactly. Compression. You think it's cool to fuck all the women or men I bring to a party. It's not both. It's just basing on your gender, what your preference is. I bring to a party, but yeah, you always show up alone with no one to share and then get an attitude when I don't allow you to play with one of my friends. Should I be an asshole or not an asshole?
An attitude?
What are you saying?
No, it depends on the level of quality you bring to the fuck.
They're bringing no one to the fuck. They want to fuck your people.
Give out 100% orgasm pleasure. Fuck who I bring.
You are definitely misinterpreting that question. I'm not.
No, he's saying I understand what he's saying.
No. I don't want you to
He's
explain
saying,
for him
if I'm the
because
star of this event,
no. I don't even want you to explain
have
for
to be a
him
diva if I want
because
to.
he was a
That's what
part.
he's saying.
He was a part
That's
of
what he's
the.
saying. No.
Let
That's
me
what he's
finish.
saying. Yeah.
He was a part of the exact situation that I'm talking about, and it's people always coming to an event alone. And you want to fuck all the men at the party, but you never show up with a man to share.
Agreed.
Okay.
Being an asshole because everybody answers the same.
You are an asshole. We've already
He's
established
being
that.
contrary.
Where are we at? Number 7. You make this is in the same in lines with the other one. You make plans to fuck my family and friends because you cannot fuck me. I'd love to hear your answer on this. Yet I do not fuck your family or friends. Should I be an asshole or not an asshole?
Straight asshole. And then, honestly, yeah, I would chew them out. And then say, bye, bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
cut
much.
ties completely.
Yeah, you agree? Game master, asshole, not
Yeah,
asshole.
no,
Agreed?
I don't do that unless. But here's the thing: if it's like years later, that's a whole nother story. But like instantaneous, like within a week, that makes no sense to me. So.
Right. What's your answer, babe? You had 4 people answer to think because we got to.
You make plans to fuck my family and friends because you cannot fuck me. Yeah, you're not fucking friends. So I mean, asshole.
Okay, they want to fuck your father, your
honestly,
brother, your
no,
cousin.
mm-mm.
Okay.
I just
You'd be an
that's
asshole.
too much. No, I'm not gonna be an asshole over somebody who may not want to fuck me. Or I mean, no. Like,
You wouldn't be an asshole.
No,
You don't see anything.
on to the next.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Not
For
worth
what?
their energy.
That's
If
good.
it's too much
I'm
and all that,
definitely going to be an asshole, and that's also true.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to remind people that, and it is situational, but you have to remind people, you wouldn't want me fucking your father, your brother, your cousin, your uncles. You wouldn't want that. Most men would not want that. So it's unfair that men think it's okay to target. So, for example, we get off the show and everybody's like, oh, who was on your show tonight? Who was on? I'm not telling you shit. Like, I'm just not telling you. Because if you were listening, you could find this person. Because always give people an opportunity to share their information. So at that point, you're just being thirsty, in my opinion, as a provider of sin, or used to be anyway. Moving on. I don't want to hear that. Okay, you know the person that a friend is dealing with is disrespectful in a low life, but you decide not to tell them. Are you being an asshole or not an asshole? Very vague on purpose.
If you know the person that a friend
That's
is
very
dealing
good.
with
This
is
is very good.
disrespectful in real life, but you decide not to tell them, then technically you're being an asshole because you're not looking out for your friend.
Okay. I didn't say what level of friend they were, but we'll keep going.
That's fair. But I would
Answer.
tell
For
them.
me, it depends. If it's like a lady dealing with a guy, I've actually been in this situation before. Like a lady I was cool with, friends with, really. She was telling me, oh, this guy's like her dominant of sorts. I'm like, this guy's an asshole. I know this guy. I know this guy from like years ago. I have like half a dozen bad stories about this guy.
Did you tell her or you didn't tell her?
No, because in my experience, I feel like women will deal with who they want to deal with ultimately, you know. So,
Look, when you tell them, they don't want to accept it, but you still got to do the right thing and tell them.
and then it's a different thing also. I feel like from the perspective of a guy, it's just a different situation than if you're telling you know a lady, she's dealing with a guy, I know this guy's bad news or whatever, you know. From my, I just felt she found out soon enough, really. She you know, things
And I
ended
actually
with the
agree with you.
guy
That's, yeah.
in not even a couple months.
Yeah.
You know, but I was just like, because I feel like I'm getting myself in somebody else's mud.
In
for
someone
one.
else's situation.
And she'll do what women, they'll do what they want to do.
Well,
At the
men
end of
will
the day.
men will as well.
Yeah,
It goes with both genders.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. With a guy, I wouldn't say anything. Same thing. With a
Yeah.
guy, especially if I know the guy's like.
Well, the woman could be a bad
It's
person.
tough
It
to
goes
say.
both ways.
Yeah,
This is not gender
and then
specific.
People can change, so it's something I try and avoid.
I understand.
Yeah.
Game master.
I'm in agreement. It's like you don't want to get in the middle of this.
Right.
It's not your prerogative. So there's no point of trying to say anything. She or he will figure it out on their own.
Right.
So
I
unless
agree.
they come to you and ask, it's like,
Asking is a much
Yeah,
different
yeah.
thing than telling.
Yeah, so-
Why I started that sunshine
exactly.
certification shit. Because if the man couldn't tell you was sunshine certified, you should know right there, even if you saw me with him or not. People would be like, "Oh, I thought they were cool because I saw you take a picture with." You know how many fucking people I take a picture with?
No.
That don't mean I recommend you to fuck them. That's silly.
I'm a lifestyle matchmaker. I will vouch for certain specific people,
But a picture doesn't mean they're
Picture don't mean
certified.
nothing, no.
Compression. We got to move on. What do you think? Yes. You know the person that a friend is dealing with is disrespectful in a low life, but you decide not to tell them. Are you being an asshole or not an asshole? Guy code, not an asshole. Okay.
Because and it's especially applicable for women who are strong. This applies to you as well. Because we aren't supposed to guide you to intelligent decisions.
This is true. And I do
You're
think
supposed to, in terms of your power, you're supposed to have the intelligence and wherewithal, if you have enough experience, to be able to vet people.
that you deal with. And I agree with that as well.
You're not supposed to be able to dictate and tell you and delegate.
Who you deal with and
Our
who you
life
don't.
experience
And honestly,
with
like,
another motherfucker, because that's not how it's
no.
supposed to work.
We don't want men telling us what to do, period, as strong women. But ultimately, we need to make our own
Now, mind
mistakes.
you, we're going to warn you at extremes, but within the realm of this human social interaction, probably not.
I'd love to, if you could scratch this down, who's ever got the pen. I'd love to talk about this more on an upcoming episode because it's very interesting of what you all said because you all made it gender specific. Like everybody went straight to gender, and gender really has nothing to do with it. It didn't say, I know your gender, but you could be telling a man or right. So you could be telling a man or a female. And again, true
I've
story.
warned men and women.
I've tried to warn women that I don't know. It's the difference between if I know you or don't know you. But I've tried to warn you that you were about to be in a fucked up situation, but you didn't listen. So then when the fucked up situation occurs, now you want to listen. It's kind of too late now.
Now, it's
So
not
it definitely, we can't stay on it too long. Go ahead.
that rapport,
Right.
when you have
The
that
trust.
trust
Yeah,
highway
it's-
to discuss that.
That's why they're a friend.
That's right. If they're a friend and you have that conversation, then maybe.
I don't care if they're a friend or not, though, just as who I am. If I'm a nudist and lifestyle advocate,
I'm going to give you a direct answer.
it's my duty, I feel, to keep the lifestyle safe by informing people of other people's bad behavior.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you've been in the game a long time, if you've thrown parties, if people believe in you, you talk to people, you go public about your opinion, I almost feel it's your duty, whether you know the person or not, whether they're a friend or not, even with the consent piece, to teach people what consent is.
Yep.
It's very important to do that. And that's why the lifestyle is getting fucked up, because more people aren't doing that.
Right.
So just my little piece.
That is good.
So if I decide not to talk about it anymore, I probably already warned you in my way. You have to take heed to the warning. Do we have time for one more? Do we need to go right? Okay. The last one we were going to do you want to read it?
You need recognition from social media and people who do not matter. So you feed into the bullshit and bring that to others. Are you an asshole or not an asshole?
You know how you see people say shit on the book or whatever platform, and they're like, "Oh, I seen so and so said such and such." And did you see that? You know, that type of.
Oh, I don't do that.
I didn't say. Who's the fuck said you did that? Are
You need recognition
That's not the
from social
question.
media.
That is not the question.
The people that do it, are they
Yes.
assholes or not an asshole?
I need you to put yourself in that place.
Okay.
So you could say that would make me an asshole,
right.
but I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do it. But
She want to leave when I wouldn't do
when
it.
I look at people that do that, I look at them and I'm like,
You're an asshole.
damn, you drama.
Yeah, you're
and
an asshole.
Stupid.
Yeah.
You're stupid in your drama. Go away.
But let me do say that I'm going to let you all answer, but it goes asshole both ways when you are publicizing your private relationships on social media and do not think people going to mind your business. You made it everybody's business. What's your answer?
Yeah, social media
It's a no.
You just can't do that. You just can't do that. Like, I know. You know this people also.
Don't say their name.
No,
You can't
come
say
on.
negative about. I will
I'm
say.
not saying
I would
names,
say.
I'm
I'm gonna call your mama
A couple I know,
if you're being an asshole on social media.
and they like split up recently, right? And they're just like
bashing each other.
trash. Yeah,
That's-
like
I
they
can't
just
stand
do. They're not even trashing each other, but it would be like this subliminal thing or that subliminal thing. You know, you see a post she did or like a story on Facebook. I'm like, you doing this thing? You post this picture, like trash this guy, right?
See-
And then he's like, oh, you know, we had taking a picture with another lady, you know, where you know
I can't
you do
stand
that
it.
thing. I'm like,
I
and
don't
then you have
even know
kids. I
who
mean,
you're
come
talking
on.
about because I ignore that shit.
Yeah,
I see it in my feed and I'm like,
it's just like it's lame. I mean, and then like respect yourself.
it's middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people who would like recognition on social media, but I always say that how you feel today is not necessarily how you're going to feel next week. So it's very important that you limit exposure to negativity that you're sharing with people you don't know. And I've got thousands of friends. I never, ever, ever have posted anything negative on the book. Like, I don't have anything negative. If it's, I might get mad about the continual dick pics, and that seemed to dry up because I'm not out there as much.
This dick.
He just drew. Yeah.
More and more.
Yeah, I don't want, like, it's just,
I got a really curvy one in my inbox today.
was it a loop-de-loop?
It was damn near.
Well, you know,
all I could think was that looks painful.
my saying used to be, and I haven't said this in a long time, if it doesn't have a blinky light, you can tie it in a knot. Like, it's got to do something special.
I want 'em to
Otherwise, I don't
decorate
want to
it.
say, I know what a dick look like.
Yeah,
I'm a dick connoisseur.
I want him to decorate it.
Yeah, that's right. You put a face on it. I mean, I have drawn
A
faces
little helmet on it
penises.
as a football player.
You
That'd
need
be
artistic-
helmet head.
You need artistic
Yeah.
context. For
Yeah,
the
exactly.
dick pic, you know, you can't.
Well, we should have a dick decorating contest
You sent
on
me
an
one.
upcoming show.
He sent me the first good dick pic.
Did he ask?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we had a
Just check.
conversation about it prior to.
Oh, okay.
And may I tell him about it real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So it was him with a tennis racket, and he was naked. And so the focus was him in the tennis racket, and his dick just happened to be there. And I was like, well, hello.
That's nice.
It wasn't like, hey, look at my dick.
Yeah.
You know?
Why you have to say that? Oh my gosh. Some of them, the nudist people be sending me pictures and they be laying on the bed and all I see is balls and little red wieners. And I be like, is this a sausage commercial? What the fuck is going on? Like, did somebody bring me a can of Vienna sausages? What the hell? Yeah, ass, I can see the, anyway. Game Master, I know you wouldn't do it, so it's a faux pas, I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
And if you wouldn't, you're not an asshole, so.
No.
I can't. He don't need answer either. He wouldn't do it. He don't even fuck with social media like that. When the last time you added a friend to your Facebook account? When the last time you added a friend? He still got his college pictures on this thing. He don't be on that shit. And then when this is the last thing to wrap up. We going to this event down in Orlando, and they're like, oh, give us his information. We gonna add him to the chat. I'm like, we don't respond in chats. Child, like, hi, this us, we coming, send pitch, done, quiet, mute. I'm in mute in every chat. Oh, can you add me? Sure. Chat, quiet, dang.
Yep.
I ain't got time for that shit.
Exactly.
You lucky if I click on Facebook once a week now.
If you ask me to join your chat, it's going to be a no.
I'm not going to do it.
Because I won't participate.
And
I
then
promise.
If I do accept, I'm definitely not going to respond.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
I already did my due
Yeah,
diligence.
definitely not
I
responding.
accept you to fuck the group.
Exactly. But if we're going there, I try to be in it. But I'm literally scrolling. I'm like, can we have a separate chat for bullshit hookups and actual information? Like why I can't get in a gate when I get here?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I need,
that's
where's
good.
the information?
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. Can I tell them about what may be coming up?
Yes.
Okay, well, a couple of quick things, and we got to go. We have 2 more shows of Adult Conversation radio show with Sunshine after this show, and that will be it for this show. I'll be retiring at episode 200. But I will be back, and they will be joining me as much as they can on Sex Talk with Sunshine, and we will probably be resuming in October. We'll see how next month's vacation schedule goes. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Just life is busy again, and sometimes things have to. All good things of fucking must come to an end after your orgasm. So we're gonna give you a couple more orgasms, and then we'll give you orgasms in other ways. And thank you both for being here. You're both amazing. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it's a treat to have you two separately, but to have you together like we did at your house on the deck for your housewarming, that was amazing.
We all just get along so nice.
Yeah, it was so fun. We had such a nice time. Yeah,
You're
sorry,
always welcome in my home.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you have to come over. Well, you've been over. I'm supposed to do ribs, but I haven't had time. But I'm gonna get around.
Let me know.
Yeah, we have to plan that. So, also, we are trying to plan a joint something coming up, like our end of year comeback, get it going, see what's gonna go on next year. And I am saying try, because life is busy right now. But we'd love to invite a select few, not everybody in the world, to come out and party with us and have a good
Heavily
time.
curated.
Yeah, heavily curated guest list. And that's about it. How can do you want to tell them how they can reach you if you'd like to be reached?
Yeah, hell yeah. You can find me Ivory Valentine on Facebook and FetLife.
That's what's up. Do you want to tell them how they can reach you?
You see me.
You'll see him. Find us and you'll find him somewhere.
Some way,
You see him
somehow.
by
So
CV.
thank you, Game Master,
Vice
and
versa.
Compression, and all the other names that we called you. So have a great night. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Good night.